Hello, and welcome to Introduction to Sociology. Today we will be going over Chapter 9, Social Stratification in the United States. All of the following information was retrieved from OpenStax's free resources online. To find the textbook, visit the description below. Thank you, OpenStax. Let's begin. Figure 9.1. This house, formerly owned by the famous television producer Aaron Spelling, sold in 2019 for $119 million, which set the record for the highest individual home sale in California history. It is the largest private home in Los Angeles and is considered one of the most extravagant homes in the United States. Figure 9.3. Strata and rock illustrate social stratification. People are sorted or layered into social categories. Many factors determine a person's social standing, such as income, education, occupation, as well as age, race, gender, and even physical abilities. Stratification. Social stratification is a socio-economic system that divides society's members into categories ranking from high to low, based on things like wealth, power, and prestige. Wealth refers to the value of money and assets a person has from, for example, inheritance. Income refers to the money a person earns from work or investments. Systems of stratification. Caste system is a system in which people are born into a social standing that they will retain their entire lives. Class system refers to social standing based on social factors and individual accomplishments. Class refers to a group who shares a common social status based on factors like wealth, income, education, and occupation. Exogamous marriages are unions of spouses from different social categories. Endogamous unions are unions of people within the same social category. Meritocracy is an ideal system in which personal effort or merit determines social standing. Status consistency. Status consistency is the consistency, or lack thereof, of an individual's rank across social categories like income, education, and occupation. Figure 9.4. The people who live in these houses most likely share similar levels of income and education. Neighborhoods often house people of the same social standing. Wealthy families do not typically live next door to poorer families, though this varies depending on the particular city and country. Figure 9.5. India used to have a rigid caste system. The people in the lowest caste suffered from extreme poverty and were shunned by society. Some aspects of India's defunct caste system remain socially relevant. In this photo, an Indian woman of a specific Hindu caste works in construction, and she demolishes and builds houses. Figure 9.6. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle with other members of the royal family in 2017. 1 year later, the couple would wed, and the American-born actress and fashion designer would immediately become Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex, a position and title that bestows significant benefits of social class. Social class. Standard of living refers to the level of wealth available to acquire material goods and comforts to maintain a particular socio-economic lifestyle. Kenka, Ising, easy. The middle class. The lower class. Social mobility. Social mobility is the ability to change positions within a social stratification system. Upward mobility is an increase or upward shift in social class. Downward mobility is a lowering of one's social class. Intergenerational mobility is a difference in social class between different generations of a family. Intergenerational mobility is a difference in social class between different members of the same generation. Structural mobility is a societal change that enables a whole group of people to move up or down the class ladder. Figure 9.8. Members of the upper class can afford to live, work, and play in exclusive places designed for luxury and comfort. Figure 9.9. These members of a club likely consider themselves middle class. Figure 9.10. Bike messengers and bike delivery people are often considered members of the working class. They endure difficult and dangerous conditions to do their work, and they are not always well represented by government agencies and in regulations designed for safety or fairness. Class traits. Class markers, are the typical behaviors, customs, and norms that define each class. Class traits can often be associated with stereotypes and expectations, which can lead to commentary, insult, and harassment. A wealthy person wearing inexpensive clothes is sometimes celebrated and sometimes ridiculed. A person who lives in a certain neighborhood may be stopped by police if they drive a very nice car. Someone who appears to have a certain economic status may be challenged upon entry to an expensive restaurant or store. Global stratification. Global stratification is a comparison of the wealth, economic stability, status, and power of countries as a whole. Figure 9.11. A family lives in this grass hut in Ethiopia. Another family lives in a single-wide trailer in the trailer park in the United States. Both families are considered poor or lower class. With such differences in global stratification, what constitutes poverty? Figure 9.12. Luxury vacation resorts can contribute to a poorer country's economy. This one, in Jamaica, attracts middle and upper middle class people from wealthier nations. The resort is a source of income and provides jobs for local people. Just outside its borders, however, are poverty-stricken neighborhoods. Functionalism. Davis-Moore thesis is a thesis that argues some social stratification is a social necessity. Symbolic interactionism. Conspicuous consumption is the act of buying and using products to make a statement about social standing. Figure 9.13. These people are protesting a decision made by Tennessee Technological University in Cookeville, Tennessee, to lay off custodians and outsource the jobs to a private firm to avoid paying employee benefits. Private job agencies often pay lower hourly wages. Is the decision fair? Figure 9.14. A group of construction workers on the job site and business people in a meeting. What categories of stratification do these construction workers share? How do construction workers differ from executives or custodians? Who is more skilled? Who has greater prestige in society? N-Phi-As. Thank you for tuning in for Chapter 9 of Introduction to Sociology. We hope to see you in the next one for Chapter 10, Global Inequality. Have a good rest of your day.